Okay, so unlike the Euros or the World Cup, the Champions League is an annual club competition hosted by UEFA, who are the European body for continental football, and consequently, the competition is only open to European teams from these countries. Within each of these nations are domestic leagues such as the Premier League in England and La Liga in Spain, and the Champions League effectively takes the best teams from each of these leagues and places them in a World Cup style knockout tournament to see who is the best in Europe. In total, 32 teams get placed into 8 groups of 4 teams who all play each other twice in a classic, 3 points for a win, 1 for a draw and 0 for a loss style, with each team playing each other once at home and once on away to make things fair. The top 2 teams from each group then go through to the knockouts, where in each round each leg is played again both home and away, and the team with the highest aggregate score goes through. This continues until the final, which is played at a neutral location and is only 1 match in length, with the winner taking the Champions League trophy. Now, how are the teams decided, you ask? Well, effectively UEFA has a ranking structure for which countries have the most competitive leagues, which for the 23-24 season looks like this, and the spots for the Champions League are allocated based on this chart either through automatic qualification or through a complex playoff system. Now, the first 2 teams to automatically qualify are the previous year's Champions League winners, along with the previous year's Europa League winners, which is like the Champions League baby brother competition. After this, the top 4 ranked leagues have 4 automatic qualification spots for their champions through to 4th place. The next 2 leagues have 2 automatic spots for 1st and 2nd, along with 1 spot for 3rd in the playoff rounds. The next 5 leagues have 1 automatic spot and 1 playoff spot, and the next 40 or so leagues have between 1 and 2 playoff spots. The playoff winners then fill the rest of the remaining spots in the group stage and the competition kicks off. Now, like any good sitcom, the Champions League has its main characters who return every season without fail, which include the Spanish giants Barcelona and Real Madrid, who never miss a season, with the latter of which being the golden boys of the tournament, having won 5 out of the last 10. Bayern Munich, who leave the comfort of winning the Bundesliga once a year to be that token German villain that every team dreads in the knockout rounds, the 2 Milans, who despite being underrated every year always do consistently well, and PSG, who is like that rich child who just can't seem to impress mum and dad no matter how much money they spend, and every year enter the competition with the most goated team and just bottle it. And why would teams want to exhaust their players by playing in another tournament alongside the regular domestic seasons? Well, let's just say that by winning the tournament in 2022, Real Madrid walked away with over 85 million euros, with the payout just for qualifying for the competition being around 50 million euros per team. Overall, the annual prize pot sits at around 2 billion euros, and that is the Champions League.